Greetings and salutations. Thank you for lending an ear to the voice of the times. This Tuesday, November 16, 2021. For today's editorial, Biden-Xi Summit Expectations Dialed Down. A lot is on the table at the virtual summit between US President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping. But political analysts are not expecting major breakthroughs. Other than a couple of phone calls, the two leaders have kept at an arm's length of each other diplomatically, which is strange, to say the least, considering the mounting, simmering tension between the United States and China over a range of geopolitical issues. Relations between the two superpowers have always been shaky, although there were a few occasions when they actually firmed up. Everyone was taken by surprise when the US and China agreed to slash methane emissions during the just concluded Glasgow Climate Conference. The accord is not a game changer in the campaign to mitigate global warming, but any time the two rivals reach an agreement is a cause for celebration. Analysts, however, don't see the Biden-Xi summit as a break-out-the-champagne moment. There will be no communiques proclaiming a new era in US-Chinese ties. This is not about seeking specific deliverables or outcomes, said one Biden administration official. This is about setting the terms of an effective competition where we are in the position to defend our values and interests and those of our allies and partners. Getting rid of the diplomatic sugarcoating, it simply means the US won't be pushing too hard, just enough for China to get the hint that it won't hesitate to ratchet up the pressure if necessary. The two countries have been at odds over a broad range of sticking points, including trade, human rights, military buildup, and Taiwan. Human rights have been a lingering concern. The US has been calling out China on what it believes to be the state repression of the Uyghur minority and pro-independent activists in Hong Kong. Beijing has consistently and strongly denied the allegations, so it will be interesting to find out if Biden will press this issue. The US, meanwhile, is expected to hold the line on the Taiwan question and affirm its support for the island nation. China has been testing the US's resolve to defend Taiwan, sending swarms of fighter planes, flying at the fringes of Taiwan's border, and ramping up military exercises across the strait. China wants to hear greater reassurance about what the US will and will not do with Taiwan, a US State Department official said. She might needle Biden for creating a security alliance with Australia and the United Kingdom in the Indo-Pacific region. The Chinese leader may also push the American president into lifting the tariffs Donald Trump had imposed on $350 billion worth of Chinese goods. Biden is likely to stonewall, preferring to take the issue up during trade negotiations. How much give and take will take place at the summit is anybody's guess, but we agree with a high-ranking Chinese diplomat that Biden and Xi should meet each other halfway, ensuring that the meeting will be smooth and successful, and push Sino-US relations back on the track of healthy and stable development. Philippines needs assurances. An intriguing question is how the summit will impact nations like the Philippines that are directly affected by the ebb and flow of geopolitical currents. The Biden administration official stressed that the US will also defend the values and interests of its allies and partners. The Philippines, for one, needs the assurance that the US will live up to its promise to honor the arbitral ruling that affirmed Philippine sovereign rights to the West Philippine Sea and jurisdiction over its exclusive economic zone. China has refused to accept the ruling and continues to boost its military presence in the disputed waters by converting islets into virtual fortresses. Biden must validate that promise if ever the South China Sea question comes up at the summit. We don't see any reason why it should not be. Freedom of navigation in the South China Sea has become a sensitive issue for the US and China that could develop into a flashpoint in the Indo-Pacific. And that's the editorial for Tuesday, November 16, 2021. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to our digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and listen to The Voice of the Times.